والآن مع برنامج البرنامج مع باسم يوسف.
That is the opening for a show that's seen in Egypt by an audience almost as big as Canada's entire population. And it's not just a program, it's actually called The Program. And in Egypt's tense political climate, there's always plenty of material for the man they call the Jon Stewart of Egypt. Here's Nella Ayed.
Hello.
The first ever embrace between the leaders of Iran and Egypt raised a lot of eyebrows. But only one show in the Middle East dared put it to a love song. Al-Barnamij simply means the program. Host Bاسم Yusuf, loved by millions, is behind the new post-revolution political talk show, unthinkable here just 2 years ago. Now he's more popular than any politician.
I'm an average guy watching the news. I'm just like trying to put it in my perspective. The fact that you are in comedy makes you a little bit more likable. But put me in politics for 7 days and people will hate me as much as the other people.
Yusuf's anything but average. His funny story retold in the short cartoon that starts every show. He was a heart surgeon before falling into political satire, first for fun in a YouTube show, then in prime time when a local network noticed him and made an offer. Now he has 30 million viewers.
This is my office,
and a private backstage world he only occasionally shares with visitors.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Last week, did you have Catherine Zeta-Jones here?
Catherine Zeta-Jones was in your seat, sir.
In this seat?
Your very seat.
His main inspiration, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, who once invited him on. The obvious influence has earned him the title of the Jon Stewart of Egypt.
I might be a little bit of a Jon Stewart fanatic, but he said, like, where are the people who sit in the back of the bus and throwing spitballs on everybody?
Those spitballs can target anyone, though he's seen as a champion of the secular and accused of saving his most biting barbs for Islamists.
وشاركت في بعثات أولمبية كتير وأنا صغير.
One of his favorites, President Mohammed Morsi.
اسمه سوبر مرسي.
Could we one day see Morsi in that chair?
It is my dream. It is my dream actually to have him. Some people get sarcasm in a bad way. I think it's about like putting your opponent like under the ground. You're just like burying them alive and just like, yeah, you killed him. It's like, I really don't want that. Actually, I'll be only successful if I get people who are criticized and I make fun of in the chair, because that is success.
For the moment, Yusuf makes fun from afar. Of the president's English.
What?
And of his more animated speeches.
And the finger wagging.
Oh, the finger wagging. We in Egypt we have a lot of history with finger wagging. We have a lot of people that came and actually wagged their fingers in our faces. So in Egypt, that's kind of like second to the middle, showing the middle finger.
His takedowns bring trouble, investigations and several lawsuits, one claiming Yusuf insulted the president by doing this, raising questions about how far Egypt's freedom of expression has really come.
Have you changed your behavior at all since the complaints, I should say?
These things actually shouldn't hold you back. As a matter of fact, I don't even get like my stuff reviewed anymore. So,
by who? You mean by?
Oh, we have legal advisors.
So you don't do that anymore?
I give them, but I don't take their advice, and they hate me. But this is exactly what people want us to do, is to back down.
Do you get friendly advice like that from powerful voices sometimes?
I think powerful voices don't want to talk to me. Or maybe they're actually watching the show and laughing. I mean, maybe Morsi himself is watching the show and actually having fun. Who knows? I mean, I think the guy has a sense of humor somewhere in him.
With the help of a young team, Yusuf says what many may only think. But the unpredictability of Egypt sometimes even leaves him speechless.
Pretend as if you're working, which is something that you never do.
It's very hard actually to find humor and fun stuff amongst all of this pain and bloodshed.
His fans are glad to have his critical eye on Egypt's turmoil. It's near impossible to get a ticket to his show.
It's very popular and it's very successful. It's very obvious that it is.
Every Friday I make myself free from everything in his time and go to cafe or I stay at home to watch him. Exactly.
Even those he describes as his thin-skinned detractors can't help but keep an eye on his words.
They know exactly what I've said in the episode and they comment on everything that I said. It's quite weird.
There is a lot of pressure. Each show is filmed with a live audience 2 days before it airs. And come Friday, people expect timely wit and wisdom.
We can't just offer empty comedy. Yes, we offer context and we offer the message. But that's about it. So maybe throwing spitballs with a straight face.
The revolution that made him a star has been messy, but has also brought badly needed change, he says.
It had to happen. We need to lift the lid out of whatever was lurking down there. And we need to let everybody out. I need everybody to speak out.
And just like in Egypt, in Dr. Yusuf's own gutsy revolution, he says, there's also no going back. Nala Ayed, CBC News, Cairo.